My name is Rod Shell, and as Chairman of the Kingston Series of the Melbourne Business Awards, I'd like to welcome you here to our second breakfast in 1999. Those of you who attended our first breakfast, which was my first as Chairman, will be pleased to hear that I've actually graduated to my probationary licence. And what I reckon is it's good enough for Australian judges, it's good enough for me. We've also had the last of the old century, the first of the new century, the last of the old decade, the first of the new decade, the last of 1999 and the first of 2000. And all those damn top 100 lists. You know, the top 100 of business politicians, sportsmen. And there's always lots of conjecture about who should be or shouldn't be on those lists. And I can tell you, I was pretty upset when I wasn't included in the top 100 ping pong players at the last minute. I had a phone call from Bob who mentioned that he told me he managed to won a prize himself for a mystery holiday package consisting of air tickets, accommodation and meals for two. Bob told me that he couldn't use it because it had come at a time that really clashed with an important family function he had coming up, so he suggested that I take advantage of it. I reminded him that it also clashed with our October breakfast that Bob graciously suggested that he could cover for me. I must admit his description of a never-ending supply of seafood whilst watching the sunset from on board the boat that made up the accommodation portion of the package was just too tempting to refuse. It was all too late, but I sensed that something was wrong when my wife and I boarded the Piper Cherokee on the morning we left for our mystery holiday. Although I was able to get a short message to you at our October breakfast through one of my faithful committee members, Jeff Blair, thank you very much, Jeff, for that. I didn't have time to tell you the complete situation, as it was my turn to haul the cray pots on board of the Bass Strait fishing vessel that was our home for the next 10 days. Now I'm telling you all this because I want every chief executive in the room to learn the lesson that I've learned the hard way. Never ever trust your 2IC when they come up with anything that resembles a free lunch.
72 is the number of breakfasts that this Melbourne Business Awards has put on over the last 13 years, or 13 years. And we are going from strength to strength, and it's great this morning that we've actually got a full house. We've got a fantastic speaker, and I hope you all have a wonderful morning here this morning. Over the years, we've had several guest speakers who were futurists, economists, or environmentalists. Now, this specialty requires them to forecast the future. And I confess I've been a tad disrespectful and on occasions introduced them with vague references to some predictions which may not have come true. But regardless of our concerns of low hit rates, we still seek them out and we still look for them to tell us what's coming. And we do this mostly because we want to be able to plan things today to make our future better. And to be fair, the main thing we should expect of such forecasters is to be able to predict trends of things to come. Will interest rates rise or fall? Will customers want more or less of a product? Or will our environment get better or worse? Today we have a guest speaker who is a strategic foresight specialist and the director of Chasing Sunrises, a foresight company focused on identifying emerging trends, and early signals of disruptive change. He's the former foresight manager at Foster's, who recently admitted they got things wrong by turning their attention to wine. But, oh bugger, I've done it again. 13 is my lucky number, and after 13 years it's a good time for me to say goodbye. And I'll probably have a few more words to say at our final breakfast, but I can say with utmost certainty that this has been a very rewarding experience in my life. And I wish you good fun, good health, and of course good profits. Good morning, everyone.